Sponsored by Salud Beer Shop, located at 3306 North Davidson Street in the noted district of Charlotte. Check out their huge selection of craft beer in bottles, cans, and growlers, and see what's on tap in the tasting room. Salud Beer Shop. Drink real beer.
Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave with NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We do these videos to introduce you to the great variety of beers available across the great state of North Carolina, and maybe to introduce you to a new brewery you don't know, or a new brewery you've not had a chance to try. We do anything we can to encourage you to get out and look for some great beer available across the state of North Carolina.
That's right.
We're drinking 2 beers out of Asheville today, seasonal beers, and we're going to try both of them in one video and see what you think. We're drinking the Holly King out of the Green Man Brewery of Asheville, and the Ninja Man Porter out of Asheville Brewing Company. And I'll give you a little bit of background on both breweries, and then we'll drink the beer. The legendary Green Man has existed for centuries, they say, but he's been brewing great beer in Asheville since 1997 as one of the North Carolina's oldest breweries. Green Man says their offerings are consistently recognized for the quality as well as loyalty to the traditional English styles. Additionally, our brewers strive to bring innovative and exciting new flavors to the beer-loving folks. In addition to some great flagship beers, Green Man crafts seasonals and specialty brews like the Holly King, which we're doing today. They describe the Holly King this way, quote, "This rich holiday ale is perfect to warm away the winter chill. 9 full months of barrel aging delivers unrestrained oak and bourbon flavors.
Oh, yeah.
Tasty hints of chocolate, vanilla, and tobacco round out the complex notes."
Tobacco, huh?
So it says, The Holly King personifies the nature of the Green Man and all is his winter glory. And this is an alcohol volume ABV of 10.1%. So we're drinking a big beer here.
That's what I'm talking about.
So let's see what we got.
Perfect pour.
A beautiful pour.
We got a perfect pour.
It was the good pour and a good beer. It's got a nice substantial head that stays on the glass. The lace is nice.
Rich.
Not as dark and tan as some of the porters you might see.
Well, it's a holiday ale.
Yeah, but it's close. Very nice though. This is still holding up. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, as you play with it.
Beautiful amber color. What's the where you get a lot of bourbon out of it?
No.
Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Well, it says tobacco. I had actually
get ready for that one.
I did the research and didn't catch that until I just read it. So, and no, this is not a prominent bourbon aroma on this beer.
Oh, but it's got
a prominent bourbon taste.
But it's mellow.
It is.
I'm not. It's not overwhelming, which is what gives. I like that a lot.
And you know, the other thing that is easy to do, and I may be doing it, is to mistake the bourbonness for the oakness, because so much of bourbon flavor is the oak.
Oh, okay.
And when you actually are drinking a oak barrel aged bourbon beer,
okay, you're getting
both, and sometimes the strength of the bourbon, because they talk specifically about the oak,
right?
And I think, in addition to the bourbon, which is obviously there and it's fairly prominent in this beer,
right? The
oakness may be coming through and enhancing the bourbon.
Yeah, but it's still not. It's not bourbon flavored beer.
Oh no, it's
not.
This
has got a really nice, enjoyable level that I really appreciate, because you can go way overboard with some of these things.
And we've had some that were just like drinking. You just want to set the beer aside and get a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, because if I'm going to drink it.
The same difference. This is not on that realm at all. It's more than some. And it's nice for the holiday. It's something special.
Oh, it's nice for the coldness because it's got a warmth to it.
Oh yeah,
big time warmth to it. And
even at 10%, which is a high ABV, it's not alcohol's not coming through, but you do feel the substantialness of this beer.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. But it's highly enjoyable. This is definitely.
I think it's great.
When with the seasons kind of getting skewed. I mean, there are certain specific ones. This is one that I would have to say you'd want it in the colder weather, because you're not gonna, something like this, you don't want that warmth in the summer. July, middle of July.
This is not a lawnmower beer in any sense of the word. You're not going to refresh yourself after mowing the grass in the heat.
No, but it's just
because it just adds to the heat of your body. This is a energy drink kind of beer. It just warms you up.
Yeah, this definitely is a like they said, it's a holiday ale, but it's an absolute winter beer.
So cleanse your palate.
Okay, I'm cleansing.
The Asheville Brewing Company folks, sometimes called ABC, the ABC folks say speaking about the Ninja Bread Man Porter.
Ninja Bread.
When it comes to craft brew beer, we know our hops. We've been brewing some of the finest Asheville beer for over 10 years. They suggest we stop by either the location on Merriman Avenue or Cox Avenue and order a flight and try some of the great beers they've got on tap.
Plus food.
Plus great food. And watch a movie.
Yeah.
Asheville's favorite dark beer has a new twist. Working together with our very talented chef, Josh Dillard, the brew crew cooked up caramelized ginger, vanilla beans, toasted cinnamon, pureed raisins, and molasses into a delicious concoction. That's their word, concoction. So I'm not sure what they came up with in that cook mix, but they call it a concoction.
Okay.
We took this tasty mix and blended it with a batch of our gold medal winning Ninja Porter. It's like dunking a cookie in a pint.
Sweet.
Ninja Bread Man is a sweet beer with incredible aromas and holds the amazing qualities that make the regular Ninja Porter, which is far from regular, but it's a wonderful porter. The Ninja Porter, the best porter around. And this one comes in at ABV of 5.6%.
Okay, now the one thing to know about ABC beers is they are only out in Asheville. So when you get if you find them in other locations, Charlotte and the Triangle,
You better grab one.
You grab it while you can. And that's for all their
Because there are a few guys who run shops and places who make the effort to go out and bring this beer back, like to the Triangle or to wherever they happen to be located.
And major props to that.
Because ABC is not going to just find its way into your general bottle shop because it's not distributed, not in this area. So they got to go get it, right?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm kind of confused with that too because they were distributing over here because you got the Ninja Porter in the Triangle, but
everybody,
not bottles.
I start saying right, but everybody tells us you don't get bottles here.
Yeah.
So we're lucky to get it. We're pleased to get it, and we're anxious to try it. It's a beautiful beer, darker than our previous drinking.
Yes.
And the head is not as substantial or as it's sticking there pretty good.
Maybe I had a bad pour.
But it's not as lacy, and it's a more dense head on this beer. It's thinner, but there's more to it. Did you do the aroma at all? Did you get the bourbon?
Ooh, no, but
oh, not bourbon in this one.
Yeah.
That was the last beer. So we got ginger, vanilla, cinnamon, raisins, and molasses.
And this is the very first beer ever that I've tasted raisins. I get that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've never had it. As much as you read about it, that it has raisins, I've never really gotten the taste of raisins in a beer.
But you do here.
Bam! I got it in this one. This is great. This is wonderful.
Oh, and on top of it,
and the ginger.
Oh, and the cinnamon. See, I think this is. My first reaction is vanilla and cinnamon.
Right.
I mean, you had just said the raisins, so I know it's there too.
I got the raisins right at the beginning, which makes me really, really happy because it's so different. You know,
there's such a complexity going on here.
Yes, you're getting so many, and you can pull them out. That's what I like.
Well, I started saying, I had a first impression with cinnamon and vanilla, and now I think there's a ginger behind it for me.
Oh,
and the molasses to give it that darkness, that sweetness, that little bit of bitterness behind it.
But raisins,
I don't get that as much as you do. I mean, I do know it's there. I tend to sense it more than you do anyway.
I got it. Killer. That's wonderful.
You could just drink this like for an hour and still be getting new things out of it. And this is one of these beers you have to experience.
Yes, absolutely.
And linger over and really like take a sip and think about it. And what is that? Because this is just not like anything you've had before.
No, I've never had anything like this. Now, this is another one that's going to be, it is seasonal, but it's also very limited because then they move on to the Love Ninja and the other ones. So if you can, brief period here that they got it out, grab it if you can.
And after it's gone, always go back and try the flagship Ninja Porter.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just the base flagship. There's just, like they said, a gold medal winning porter. And then they do, as Dave said, all these things during the year with for Valentine's they're going to have, you said a cherry, I think.
Love Ninja.
Is it cherry? It's one of the red cherry, I think it's cherry.
Is it cherry?
Don't quote me on that, but it's something like chocolate and porter and cherry, I thought. For Valentine's, they had this for the holidays days. And anyway, I'm getting off. Drink the Ninja Porter. grab the specialties when you can find them. And if you happen to find your way to Asheville,
Oh boy.
make sure you get by the guys at ABC and try everything they've got to offer if you possibly can.
Plus the food.
Plus the food, that's right.
That's right.
So we've had 2 great Asheville beers today. and
Absolutely.
we always think great things are coming out of Asheville. This is 2 fine examples of not the flagships, but the specialties that come out of Asheville. So
That's
they're
right.
good on a day-to-day basis, and they're good seasonal, and they're good for specialties. So you beer drinkers who haven't had a chance to go to Asheville, park your butt in one place and walk to 12, 8, however many breweries you can walk to. I mean, it's just,
They're there.
that's a real experience, the beer scene in Asheville, that
That's
you
right.
need to experience for yourself if you've not had a chance to get to Asheville and drink some of the great craft beer that's coming out of Asheville. So this is Dave and Glenn, NC Beer Guys, and until next time, we remember to drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.